Welcome back, guys. We got some devastating news on the AB Homesteading channel. So as you guys know, we've got 4 pigs. We've got 2 gilts and 1 barrow and 1 boar. Unfortunately, Waddles has died, guys. So very unexpected, out of the blue. I know why he died. So I went down yesterday, or I went down 2 days ago to check on them after vacation, and they were doing just fine. All 4 of them were alive, healthy, running around, trying to enjoy the heat the best they could, but they've got plenty of shade down there. So when I pulled up 2 days later, Waddles was out of his pen and very much so dead. So obviously it's been super hot here in the 90s just about every day, if not hotter. So he obviously got out somehow. I have no clue how, whether he jumped over, tried to go under, went right through. I mean, it could have been pretty much anything of him getting out. The fence was fine when I showed up as well, so it's not like he got tangled up in the fence and ripped it all apart or anything. But yeah, so got out somehow, and then obviously couldn't find his way back in to get shade or water, and ultimately the heat killed him. Unfortunately, is too long too. I was not going to salvage any of that meat. He smelled horrific. So it's a super big loss for us guys out here. He was getting watched while we were on vacation down in Florida, so getting fed and watered, so super happy with that. They did just fine when we were on vacation. But yeah, we got back, he was just fine the first time I checked on him, and then 2 days later he was just out too long and the heat killed him, unfortunately. So pretty devastating. I mean, he was probably a good 140, 150 pounds already, due to be butchered here in a couple months. So that's the worst part, is being that close to butcher and ultimately losing him, because he was a nice sized hog. But yeah, I mean, that's just something you got to think about when you get into the raising livestock. Unfortunately, it happens. Luckily, I've lost livestock before, guys, so emotionally it hasn't really affected me. I know I'm going to be able to make the money back that I've spent on feed plus buying Waddles, so that doesn't worry me at all. But it just sucks putting all that time and effort into raising him to get that size and him ultimately dying. So pretty unfortunate, but I'm gonna run down there to Mom's tomorrow. I'm gotta feed and water him again, and I'm gonna show you how Biscuit and Maple and Clover are doing. They're all doing really good, and ultimately I'm gonna decide. I've got to decide very soon if I want to move Biscuit in with the girls or leave him separated, because he would breed both of them undoubtedly, which I really don't want both bred, is my problem. So I'm kind of stuck what I want to do. I am not worried at all of Biscuit getting out. He is probably the most trained pig to hot wire I've ever seen. When we went to move him down to Mom's, it took him an hour to get out of his pen at my house to walk him up to the trailer. That was just a whole mess. So I'm definitely not worried about Biscuit getting out, but he will be a little lonely, so that's a little sad to think about. But luckily the girls are right there, so. But yeah, really unfortunate what happened to Waddles. Definitely a big blow on my end. But it does happen, guys, so. Alright guys, so we're down at Mom's house and checking on the pigs. I just gave them fresh feed and water. I'm gonna show you guys how everyone's doing. So, as you guys know, Waddles did get out and died, like we were saying. So we're down to 3 pigs out here. We've got Biscuit Boy, Maple Pig, and Clover Pig. So I've got Biscuit by himself over here still, just so there's no dandy action going on. But he's doing real good. He's in his hut right now. Ain't that right, Biscuit Boy? Hi, Biscuit. Oh, Biscuit Boy. He's still a little shy guy. Ain't that right, Biscuit? Hi, Biscuit Boy. He likes some head scratches. Yes, don't you, bud? I can't rub your head with the board there. Yeah, he likes some scratches. But Biscuit Boy's doing real good. He's doing really well being by himself too, so I'm happy about that. So, this is Biscuit Boy. But yeah, like I said, he's doing great. Just filled up his food and water. You gonna come out for a second, bud? So I can get a better shot of you? Oh, he's scratching on his house. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys ever saw this as well. But this is kind of how his shelter's looking out here. As you guys can see, I had Dad just put some quick support braces on because the shelter broke when right when we were leaving for vacation. So I do need to fix that here soon. But really, other than that, he's doing real good. Ain't that right, Biscuit Boy? So that's how Biscuit's doing. I'm still a little sad he's by himself over here, but he's actually doing really good. He might be doing better than when Waddles was in there with him. Those two were always snapping at each other. Typical boy behavior. But if we come over here, Clover Pig's grabbing a fresh drink of water. Hi, Clover Pig. So Clover Pig's doing really good. As you guys remember, she used to be really skittish. She's still a little skittish. She'll jump a little bit, but she's gotten to the point where she's actually not as skittish as what she was. She's doing really good. Hi, Clover Pig. So she loves coming up and getting some rubs too now. Hey, Clover. But Maple Pig's over here sitting like a dog. Maple Pig has gotten huge, guys. She's a very big pig already. But look at these girls. Yes. So the girls are doing really good, guys. I do plan on moving them back over onto their other paddock probably this weekend, just to get them on some fresh grass. Over here actually doesn't look too bad, but I do need to mow this down and let it regrow. Then I'll move them back over here again. But yeah, the paddock's looking nice. The one they were originally in, it grew back really well, other than the couple dirt spots. So we'll bring you guys over here. So this is the paddock they were first originally in. This is where their house was out here. That's why it's kind of all rooted up. But you guys can see it grew back really good on this side. and that's where their feeder and water was. Another little dirt spot, but grew back really good, so I think they'll be excited to move back in here. And then here's these guys, big old maple pig. Now you guys can kind of just see the size difference too, maybe not. But maple pig's much bigger, much bigger than clover pig. But yeah, this is their current paddock. Still really nice and grassy in here. They obviously rooted up where their shelter is. Then over here in the shade, they rooted up quite a bit, of course. But plenty of grass in here still. And of course where the feeder and water is rooted up. But yeah, like I said, I do plan on moving them back over here. Then I'll come over here and mow this paddock down, just to let it regrow. But yeah, eventually I also do want to set up another paddock for Biscuit right where my car is in this area, so I can move them over there. I don't know if I'll get to that this weekend or maybe next weekend, but let Biscuit get on some fresh grass, and then I'd be able to mow his paddock down and let that regrow as well. But overall, guys, it's looking awesome out here. The pigs are doing extremely well, so super happy with how everything's going. All right, guys, so that's a little piggy update for you out here at Mom's. The pigs are growing very great this year. Super happy, super happy. Unfortunate we lost Waddles, but it does happen. It's just unfortunate timing, unfortunate that he got out and it was just way too hot, and we just didn't catch it in time, so it happens. But overall, everything's going great. So hope you guys enjoyed this update on the piggies, and we will see you guys in the next video.